Welcome to Peloton 101. I'm Hannah, and I'm here to help you get started on your brand new Peloton bike. From clipping in and out to proper positioning, this series of instructional videos will help you become a Peloton expert. The Peloton bike is for recreational purposes only. So before we start, make sure that you consult a medical professional to make sure that you are in good health and are able to undertake physical exercise. In addition, if you feel any physical pain, either before or during your exercise, please stop and consult a doctor before continuing. Lastly, please make sure that when you do participate in a class or ride your bike, you have stretched, are warm, and that you maintain sufficient hydration throughout your exercise. Let's get started. When setting your seat position, you'll need to adjust both the height and the depth to ensure a comfortable ride. To adjust your seat height, turn the lever below the seat to the left. Move the seat to your desired height. If you are adjusting your seat for the first time, we recommend that you set your seat height to be aligned with your hip bone when standing next to the bike. When you have your desired height, tighten by turning the lever to the right. If the lever is sticking out at an angle, simply pull the lever out and let it drop to the 6 o'clock position so it's out of your way. Next, set the seat depth. Loosen the lever below the seat by turning it to the left. If the lever bumps into the weight, simply pull the lever out and down. Slide the seat into the desired position, and then tighten the lever by turning it to the right. If this is your first time adjusting your seat, we recommend starting with the seat placed in the center. You can also determine a starting depth by placing your elbow at the nose of the seat, then pushing the seat forward until your fingertips touch the handlebars. Once you've taken a few rides, you can always adjust the settings for comfort. Your handlebar height can also be adjusted to allow for a perfect fit. To adjust your handlebars, first loosen the lever on the front of the bike. Standing in front of your seat, place your forearms under the handlebars. Gently lift them, hold them into place, and then tighten the lever. If this is your first time adjusting your handlebar height, we recommend that you start out by setting the bars at their highest level, then reducing the height until they're comfortable. Once you've taken a few rides, you can always adjust for your setting comforts. Clipping in and out of your bike correctly helps to keep your foot in place for a safe and smooth ride. To clip in, start by standing with one foot on each side of your bike frame. Make sure that the pedals are lying flat with the Peloton logo facing up. Point your toes down to fit your cleat into the pedal, then push down through your heel until you hear a click. This motion is similar to putting boots into skis or putting your foot into a high heel. When you're ready to clip out, kick your heel outwards and your toes inwards forcefully. If you have trouble clipping into your bike, we recommend holding down the brake and putting the full weight onto the pedal. Do not loosen the tension screw at the bottom of the pedal, as it may cause damage to the pedal. It's important to ride your bike after making adjustments to confirm that your seat height, seat depth, and handlebar height are positioned correctly for your comfort. Start by clipping into your bike. With your hands on the bar in the riding position, bring your right foot to the 6 o'clock position. Your knee should have a slight bend. If you don't have a bend in your knee, lower your seat. If you have too big of a bend in your knee, raise your seat. Next, we are going to confirm that your seat height is in the right depth. Place your foot in the 3 o'clock position. In this position, your knee should lie above the ball of your foot. If your knee is behind the ball of your foot, move your seat forward. If your knee is ahead of your foot, move your seat back. It may help to have a friend or family member confirm the positioning of your knee. From here, you can begin to pedal. You should be able to comfortably pedal without your hips rocking, your knees locking out, or your toes dropping down to the bottom of the pedal stroke. If you feel like your legs are reaching, then lower your seat. If your knees are going out to the sides, then raise your seat. If you notice your hips are rocking, it's likely that your seat is too high. Try lowering your seat a little at a time until you are no longer rocking as you pedal. Now that your seat height is set, it's time to confirm your handlebar position. You want to make sure your hands can rest comfortably at the bottom of the handlebars while allowing for a slight bend in the arms. If you feel like you are reaching or straining, try raising the handlebars. Feel free to modify your handlebar height position to accommodate any unique physical needs or limitations. In each class, the instructor will cue different positions. Each instructor has a unique language, however, in every class you are either seated or standing. Here, we will walk you through each position, starting with seated, also known as first position. When in first position, you should be seated with your hands at the widest part of the handlebars. Your shoulders should be relaxed, your chest should be open, and there should be a slight bend in your elbows and your knees. Be sure not to hunch forward or slide to the front of the seat. This position should feel comfortable and can serve as your home base during a ride. Feel free to adjust the resistance knob so that you can pedal at a comfortable cadence. Clockwise increases the resistance, and counterclockwise decreases the resistance. Always remember that if you need to stop the flywheel quickly, you can press the resistance knob straight down, and that will break the flywheel. Now, let's try second position. Start by increasing the resistance by turning the resistance knob clockwise until you feel some effort when you pedal. Once your resistance is strong enough to require some effort in pedaling, raise yourself out of the seat. When in second position, you should rise out of the seat with your head up, chest open, shoulders back and down, and your hands gently holding the bend of the handlebars. As you stand, your hips should be just over the pedals. You should not be standing straight up or leaning far forward. Your core muscles should naturally activate to support your body without your hands bearing any significant weight. Before an instructor cues to the second position, you will likely have a fair amount of resistance on your wheel to ensure stability. Typically, this position is used for lower speed jogs, not high speed sprints. Let's move on to third position. Start by increasing your resistance once again until you feel an effort when you pedal. In third position, you are also out of the seat, but unlike in second position, your hips should be over the pedals and your hands should be in between the bend and the end of the handlebars. Keep your chest open and your gaze forward. Maintain a slight bend in your knee and make sure that your shoulders don't creep up into your ears. As with second position, a strong core will offer support. If this position is not comfortable, slow your pace or return to the seat. Standing takes some time. You'll get used to it and your stamina will increase. Third position is mostly used for steep climbs to accelerate and increase power as though to pass someone in front of you, or as a break from seated position. With all three positions, always remember to listen to your body and breathe.